Okay, today I want to show you how to repair a travertine work front, a travertine drawer front. So basically this is just a slab of travertine. It's a set of 3 drawers I made for the bathroom 4 years ago, but maybe there was a fracture in there when the drawer was closed. It put pressure on the back here and pushed it forward and broke the two. So this is what I'm going to show you. Now, this is my second attempt, so I did overestimate on the hardener with the mastic, and it went off on me, so I've had to re-clean all that, and in the process, as you can see here, I had to fix here because this piece broke as well. So but there you go, that's show business. Anyway, let's go on with this. Right, what we're going to do, what we need to do first of all is to make sure all these surfaces are dry, thoroughly dry and clean. If you've got an air compressor, press out all the little pores in here so it's nice and clean. I'm just going to give it a brush. I know this is bone dry, so I'm not going to heat it up. Normally I'd heat it up with a blowtorch to make sure it's bone dry, otherwise a mastic, which we use to stick this together with, isn't going to adhere to each other, so that would be a bit of a waste of time. So as you can see, it does fit back into position. It's a bit open for my liking, but this is obviously my second attempt because of the mastic going off, so it's not going to make much of a difference by the time I've honed it all down, as you'll see with the finished repair. So let's get the mastic. I'll show you the mastic. This is the mastic I use, which is however you pronounce that. It's a chemical engineering liquid mastic. As you can see, it's quite a good match, and this is the actual mastic where they fill the travertine holes. Travertine is a natural product which the water flows through, so when they cut it, it leaves all these holes, and it gets filled with this type of mastic. So what we need to do now is mix up some mastic. We know this fits and we know it's all clean and dry, so I've got a small tool, and I'm not going to put as much hardener in this time, as that was a bit of a disaster, but still, never mind. Let's pop that mastic over there. I'm going to put a small amount of this is the hardener, so just make sure it's all mixed properly before you actually, because sometimes it does separate out and leaves quite a lot of water in here and then a thick mastic, so that needs to be all mixed up together. So what I'm going to do now, turn up my finger, is here comes the sun. It's not quite a nice warm day today, so I'm going to use the smallest amount of hardener, catalyst. This is obviously makes the actual mastic go off. Right, now this is where we have to work really quickly, especially in this temperature, otherwise it's going to go off on me again. So just make sure the hardener is thoroughly worked into the actual mastic itself, making sure you keep your tool clean. Just keep mixing around for probably about 30 seconds to a minute, and now how comfortable you feel about it being actually mixed up together. Now as soon as this mastic is into this, as soon as this hardener is into the mastic, is starting to go, so this is a time when you have to work quick. I'm going to start now. First of all, get quite a bit on both surfaces. Okay, so you know that everything's good and when it goes together, it's good and stuck together and all in contact with each other. Okay. I'm also going to put a piece on here as well to give it a little bit of stickability, and also on here. Okay. So it's all covered. So once again, you have to remember to work a little bit quick and get it all in position, because once this starts going off, it is gone. You can push that into position there, pull it away, make sure it's stuck. See, It's nicely stuck all together. Put that in there. And I'll use a little ruler chosen just to make sure that it's reasonably flat, which it is. It goes together. Okay, that's good on that one. I'm going to do this one as well while we're here. So the two are going off together, so I can fill it and then hone it. This one, I'm just going to pop a bit of blob in there. And get it on this one. So as you can see, fill in all the holes. This will actually make the two surfaces really grab together and have a really good, be really stuck for, you know, well. So hold in the other one, just push that one together. Okay, and once again, just put a straight edge on that. That's pretty good. Just go along there. That could go over a little bit. Over there a little bit, make sure it's really good. That's reasonably good. Okay, now with the mastic I've got left, I could just build that up into the actual hole, overfilling it because I'm going to be actually sanding it down. Okay, there's quite a big void there which I need to fill. Once again, don't worry too much about it. The important thing is to actually get it all into the actual grooves. Right, now we do the face. Make sure the back is reasonably smooth. A little crack there, which you can repair at the same time. And the front there. Also, I'm going to go underneath, and I can always sand this off as well. I'm going to use a mechanical polisher grinder, which I use all the time. Okay, it's nicely built up. Now we just need to let that go off, and then we can rehone it. I've got another hole up here, which I'm going to refill. Rehone. What I'm going to do, I'm going to rehone the actual whole lot, the whole face, to bring it up all nice. I'm just going to pop a bit in there as well. Can feel that's a little bit proud. I think it must have shrunk when I actually done it. Okay. Also, you can use this mastic when there's the fillers come out of the actual travertine. So there's a little bit of dried mastic. I'll use up any mastic I need to use up on these pieces. Okay, now we just have to wait for that to go hard, and we can hit it with a 120 grit paper. Let's fill that one in as well. All we need now is the sun come out and give it a little bit of extra heat. See that, just overlay that. Just feel it starting to go off now. Like feel it a bit rubbery. So I'm going to leave it like that and leave a blob on the edge and clean the tools up. When that goes hard, obviously this is ready to actually be sanded. So, this is the tool I use, which is a flex, 1200 watt flex. It's variable speed, as you can see. Just do that. Very slow or fast grinding. And got two papers set up on the wheels. One's a 120 grit and one's a 320 grit, and that's what I've used. That's what we use to finish off this. Once it's all smooth and rubbed down, then I'm going to seal it with a bit of stain stop, just to stop it getting stained. So we just wait for this to pull off. It's starting to go a bit rubbery. As you can see here, it's starting to go a little bit rubbery and lost its stickiness. At this stage, don't even bother using it because it's pretty worthless. Right. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes, and the mastic which you knocked up for this is now rock hard, and all this is stuck well together. So what we're going to do now is going to start working this down with the 120 grit. I could use maybe 80 or 60, but we use 120 because that's a bit more softer. So what we do is just turn it on. Make sure you've got the safety glasses on. And we just start closing down. And the face mask, by the way. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to go all over the whole lot, so when we hone it down, it all brings it all into one colour. All lovely and smooth.